biggest people who pulled off one of the biggest scams in American history.
We are looking for Eric Conn for defrauding the U.S. taxpayer of more than $550 million.
Holy cow, over $500 million.
Eric Conn was one of the biggest lawyers here in Appalachia.
The town loved him and the people loved him. He was a phenomenon.
Eric Conn was Mr. Social Security.
He was on the radio. He was on television.
This is an advertisement for Eric C. Conn.
We laughed at him, but everybody wanted to meet him.
You couldn't miss him, especially when he went on the run.
The way he did it was incredible, and there was porn stars and voodoo dolls and Rolls Royces and flashy suits and brothels.
He opened a Halloween-themed brothel.
Nobody knows how many people he's been married to.
Everything about this guy is too much to believe, but it all happened.
Whoa.
At that time, I thought he was helping me. I hit rock bottom, lost everything I had.
My clients were victims of his criminal conduct.
This is one of the poorest parts of the United States, and he's getting filthy rich off the whole thing.
A ball in eastern Kentucky.
There was 3 investigations happening at once. Bad judges, bad lawyers, bad doctors.
My tires had been slashed with a knife.
These were bad, bad people.
I lived in fear of going to work.
Whoa.
The politics stink to high heaven.
Only thing government hates more than a rapist or a child molester is a tax evader.
We're like, freeze!
He walked across the border with a dog named Curly.
Through Mexico into Guatemala. We were that close. Now he's gone.
Eric was planning his biggest caper yet.
Wow. All right, that is out now on Apple TV. The Big Con with 2 N's. I haven't renewed my Apple TV subscription yet, and I have a lot of catching up to do, especially with Severance, watching that show. But there's a lot of really good stuff on Apple TV Plus, and so I feel really guilty for not getting that subscription going and watching some of that stuff. These days I spend so much time watching trailers and then putting these movies into my queue and then not watching them anyway. So I have a lot of stuff to catch up on, especially on HBO, a little bit on Netflix. And then every October I do horror month. So I just watch for 30 days, 31 days straight, just watch horror movies in our household. And I was never really into horror. I was when I was a kid, but then like maybe about 20 years ago, I stopped because like real world horror surpasses that easily. So something like this is horrifying to me. This documentary about this guy conning all these people is like, it just makes your blood boil because these are real people inflicting real pain on real groups of people that are destitute, desperate, hurt. And I always want to see like a second season or follow up to a lot of these things where some of these guys get to what's really got coming to them, like people that defraud people. I kind of want to see them suffer a little bit and hurt for the pain that they inflicted on other people. Eye for an eye, I don't know. And because sometimes like they pointed out in the trailer, like the lawyers are corrupt, the judges are corrupt. So these guys never ever get like the full weight of the justice system like poor people do. Because they can't afford those lawyers that rub elbows with those judges. So, it's a cycle. It just keeps happening over and over and over again. And the best way to hear my comments and thoughts on this is to continue to like and subscribe and comment below and tell me that I'm a loser. Thanks.